Yo, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time you're watching this. It is your boy Jamie from ONPOINT Autohaus. Today we're starting our LS teardown. Behind me I've got the engine, the chassis. Let's waste no time, let's get into this. Scratch that. I actually have a important note. I've got my plates for the car.
Cuz, this is hectic. Well, cuz.
So these are going to be the custom plates for our CV8Z. Very fitting. Wog box, wog plates. Now let's get into it. Now, I'll be honest, I have no real plan of attack as of right now. For the most part, I'm just going to start pulling stuff off systematically. Start with the valve covers, work our way down, accessories, just to see what we have to replace, what's leaking, what's showing signs of age. Then we can create a parts list, order everything we need in, and get back into building this. Just get in there. So I probably will time lapse a big fraction of this, but I'll switch back to this camera for rundowns, explanations, findings, that sort of thing. But yeah, let's time lapse this. Alright, so we've got the intake manifold off, fuel rail off. From what I know, a lot of people upgrade this LS1 valley cover to the LS6 style, I believe it is. I know there's a lot of aftermarket solutions too. I'm seeing a ton of carbon buildup in each of these heads. That's right, so we will replace these heads regardless. Now, from what I know, I'm pretty sure that this harness here is the knock sensors. Before we dig into there, let's go ahead and pull these coil packs off. I'd like to find out what's blanked off up here. I'm assuming the PCV system's shut off or modification, because it has got a little bit of oil in there. But yeah, let's go ahead and get ready to remove these. It looks as if it's had the heads off before, as they've got markings on it. So hopefully we'll find some goodies in there, but not too sure. We'll yeah, we'll switch back to time lapse. We'll start with the coil packs and valve covers, and then we'll pull the heads off and we'll have a look. So now, the owner did actually leave me a note in the car, because this is a Queensland car, stating a few pieces of the maintenance and modifications he had done prior to the car being crashed. Now, one thing that obviously stands out a ton is the brand new alternator in comparison to all this pulled up oil and whatnot. And another thing he mentioned was the fact that it has LS1 lifters already fitted, which is pretty nice, saves me a bit of coin. We're down into the valve cover now. We can see the rocker arms and push rods and whatnot. It's also done. New radiator. I'm not sure if these came factory with a twin fan on the shroud, but if not, it also has twin fans. Looking up here, it doesn't look too bad of a condition, to be honest. It's not overly sludgy. Springs look okay. Rocker arms look okay. I did just order a trunnion kit. I'll go over all the parts I've got at the end of this video, just to replace the bearings in here. I'm just going to quickly go ahead. Also, I know this is not the correct order of pistons. This was just the order I did the compression test in. This is here. I will correct all this later. I'm going to go ahead and store and label all my hardware, just so I don't get too deep and confused. A good little tip: these little organizers that are generally for screws and whatnot from Bunnings and that sort of retail store are very good organizers. If you want to go ahead and help yourself find and organize stuff better, just drop a little label in it. Obviously the shelves are all modular, you can adjust them where needed, but these things are a lifesaver. And they're a lot more affordable than your general tool brand ones, like your Snap-ons, your Milwaukees, all that sort of stuff. Pick up a couple cases, $50, you know, 4 cases, 3 cases. But yeah, enough yapping. I'm gonna quickly organize this off camera, and then by the time I see you next, we'll be pulling off these rocker arms. Alright, my dumbass didn't take off the headers, so I can't actually access these head bolts. So I've just quickly sprayed it with some rust off. I'm gonna hope that these come off without snapping. Not that it really matters, we're putting new heads in anyway, but the more I can keep intact, the better. Or at least that's my theory. So I guess we'll pull this off and go from there. I actually need to take off the accessory belt because the power steering pump is mounted onto the head too. So we'll also do that during this process. Power steering pump off. Well, I found out that one of these exhaust bolts is snapped. Not just on this side, there's an exhaust bolt snapped on either side to hold the headers in, which is fantastic. Not sure how to that out. I don't have to get that out, I'm getting new heads. The line's out. I'm not too sure what the go is with this little seal here. If that wants to focus. On either end, I've never seen a seal like it, but I don't know if I need to replace it or if I can just put an O-ring. We got Dre here.
Pump it third down St Kilda.
He's hinting at the fact I should probably put some boost into it while it's out.
Put an airbender on it.
How am I going to get it roadworthy? Dodgy wogs. Dodgy wogs, dude. You can't get away from them. We will... Oh, wow. Whatever that is snapped to pieces. Forgot about that. Find out what that is. Yeah. Let's continue pulling this head off, these head bolts. And we'll go from there. My first casualty of the day, my finger. I'm pulling the heads off. I somehow managed to cut myself somewhere. But the good news is, the head is off. And it seems as if someone has been here before. Obviously someone's been here to put the lifters and whatnot in. But let's have a quick look. These things look okay. A little bit of debris in them, but nothing too concerning as of right now. We will pull these lifters out, then we'll pull off all the front assembly, get it down to bare block, and then yeah, we'll go from there. Still need to find out what that sensor is, make sure those are knock sensors, and see if these are supposed to be replaced with something. Looks as if it's been blocked off. Now I've seen on Corvettes that some of these LSs have what's called a steam line, if I'm not mistaken. I'm assuming someone's done a modification to block that off, and those are what those plugs are instead. But hopefully some LS expert can correct me if I'm wrong on that, because I really have no clue. I'll have to look into it. Quickly pull out these lifter trays and lifters, see if they actually are an LS7 lifter, fingers crossed, which would be exciting. I will replace the trays anyway because they're plastic, and you know, probably save it to replace that than not. But yeah, let's get into it. I just got those ones.
Did you?
Yeah.
Very nice last one.
Head is off. One of the other boys has just picked up some assembly lube for when I install the camshaft and whatnot. Head is off, trays out. All this side is stripped down to where it needs to be. I'm going to repeat the same thing on the other side. I'll quickly zip through it. I probably won't record too much of it so you guys don't have to watch it twice. And then we'll pull the valley cover off, and then I think we'll leave it there for this episode. We'll start organizing everything, put it onto a pallet, and start running down a list of parts we're going to need. So yeah, let's fly into that quickly. Quick shout out to my homeboy Dre and Peyton. I've just qualified as a mechanic, and they've gone out of their way and brought me my favorite thing in the world, champagne. So if you guys are watching this, thank you guys. Appreciate the love. We'll slam that off camera. Now, without further ado, let's pull off this other head. Other side of the head, sorry, other head is off. Trays are out. Now, I was able to find a part number on here. I don't know if you can see that. This one's probably better to read. Which actually does come back to genuine, you know, LS1 lifters, but then again, imitation of a part number is not hard. The actual lifters themselves had a small engraving on one of them, like a laser etching in one of them, but it was only on one lifter. The condition of them looks pretty good for this side too. No hurt lifters, which is good. But obviously, I will have to check if they are genuine LS1 lifters.
Oi, bro. Get a perky nana up here.
Where the f*** did you get that from? Shout out Juzzy for the perky nana. What a guy. I keep forgetting where I leave off. Heads off, everything's out. I've just gone ahead and organised everything on a pallet so I can move it out the way easily. Got both of our heads. Next off, I'm actually not even 100% sure, but pull these sensors out, which I believe are NOx sensors. Valley cover off, and then we'll leave it at there for today. Start putting the parts list together and go from there.
What's the problem? You'll never see the rock. Keep on improving.
Look at that cute little cam shop down there. Hey, buddy!
Alrighty, we're done and dusted for today. We're quickly going to run through everything. I'm sort of documenting this just as a mental reminder for myself too, just so I can you know, have this to look back on. We're just going to basically go through everything that we've stripped, write down what we're going to need to replace. So, I would like to replace the power steering reservoir. It looks ugly. The hoses are super hard. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get like an OEM hose or, you know, just a generic hose company with the same diameter. So we'll write down power steering reservoir and hoses. Next on our list, it's going to be the NOx sensor loom and NOx sensors themselves. I'm assuming that's what they are. I'll actually have to double check that. We're also going to look into the LS6 valley plate upgrade, see what that's worth and if it really is worth doing. As for gaskets, I've ordered a full kit. So this morning I reached out to Speed Parts, who got back to me very quickly, gave me a call this morning, and I ordered a rocker arm trunnion kit, ARP head bolt, and a Aeroflow full gasket kit. So that should have that covered. What did I just say? Valley cover upgrade. Crossover pipe goes between the two heads and under the throttle body. Also wouldn't mind replacing that because that's rock solid, that hose. I don't know, maybe it's worth going to a hose company, like a local hardware shop or a hose shop, with all these hoses and going from there, but otherwise that's okay. I'm not too stressed about that piece. Next, lifter trays. They sort of are a one-time use sort of thing, being made of plastic. I am soaking the lifters currently. Not sure if we're gonna reuse them yet or not, but we'll keep them soaking just for good measure. Power steering pulley is okay. We'll leave him in there. Oh, dipstick O-ring. Ignition leads and spark plugs, ignition coils, PCV system hose. That should be the parts list for now. The one thing I am still curious about, this thing. Two things actually. Passenger side bank, this top sensor here. I'm assuming this PCV system's been capped off for a reason. Not sure what that reason is, but we'll figure that out too. But here she is, the LS. First half stripped down. Next episode will be front and potentially the bottom end. But yeah, you guys will just have to wait and stay tuned for that one. Jesus, that thing is ruined, dude. All good. For now, that will do us. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. A little bit more techie than we usually do. My first ever, well, not rebuild as per se, but a little freshen up, which is exciting. But yeah, until next time, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, click a like, leave a comment, subscribe. I don't think that was English. Anyway, you get my point. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time, stay on point.